Well, this is not a comedy show, you know it, right? This is an imitation show. Yes, me imitates that I've got good English. You imitates that you understand everything what I said. In the end of the evening, we all imitate that we are satisfied. You agree? Let's go with that, okay? Fantastic. Yes, guys, really, I want to tell you, I'm not an English expert. I'm not an English teacher. My English is not perfect at all, but you understand what I'm saying, right? That's amazing. That's great. I perform in English in front of you, and you understand what I'm saying. Come on, some Russian politics can't do that in Russian, no. Yeah, you guys are great, but you all, each of you, you are freaks. Because what's wrong with you? Okay, Russian guy performs in English in Russia. I'm Russian. I gotta go there. Yeah, I'm gonna use that tomorrow at my work. Yeah. Oh, ask me about my yesterday. Yeah, ask me. Yeah, I was on a stand-up show. Yeah, as usual. In English, of course. Yeah, that's just the kind of person I am. Yeah, English, only English, brother. Yeah, the guy is pretty international. Yeah, he's from Kazakhstan. Yes. Yeah, Kazakhstan is amazing. I've got my Kazakh passport. So in fact, I'm a real foreigner because I don't have Russian passport. Because I love my Kazakh passport, which is much better than Russian passports. Yeah. Because you guys, you always have to check. You always check it. Do I need visa here? Do I need visa there? Do I need visa to that country? Do I need visa to that place? Is that country open? Is that country closed? Boring. Oh, come on. With my passport, I know for sure I need visa everywhere. But I mean, come on, you're working on that, huh? But I mean, Kazakhstan, you should definitely visit it. Yeah, if you've never been, because Kazakhstan for Russia is like Canada for United States. We're good neighbors. Yeah, and also, Canada and Kazakhstan are pretty much similar. Yeah, great territories, wonderful nature, and also half of population speaks French. Come on, you know shit about Kazakhstan, you know nothing. I can make my own stereotypes about Kazakhstan. That's what I want to do. Okay, stereotype number 1, we speak French. Oh, bonjour, Kazakhstan. Qu'est-ce que ça, hein? What would you like? What would you prefer more, my friend? Champagne or more like horse milk? What would you prefer? Yeah. So you understand, right? You understand that's easy for me to perform in French, of course. Yeah, that's why I decided to perform in English, because I like to perform in English. I like the feeling. Yeah, and I used to be more confident in my English, to tell you the truth, until one horrible mistake I made. I used to work in an advertising agency, and they gave me a task to write an article about Iceland, country of Iceland. I okay, and I wrote it, but in the very headline, instead of Iceland, I wrote Island. And Microsoft Word, after checking that, said, no mistakes. No red lines. You can go with that, brother. Come on. And I sent it to my boss. And she responded me back immediately. And she put in the copy, oh, agency. What the bitch? And she wrote me, oh, Yevgeny, wonderful, great English. Very, very nice. And in the word nice, she wrote S instead of C. That they understood, if you are, during your workday, going to bathroom just to cry, that means you are in huge corporation. Yeah, if you cry right on your workplace, you've got your own business. But I mean, it's so typical mistake. I just wrote island. We Russians, we love islands. We call them offshores. But still, I got a great advice for you guys. If you are working in Russia and if you're on the job interview, you should always say, I know English very well. Every time, on every job interview, always, I know English very well. Because in Russia, Nobody can check it. But, you know, I like to perform in English, but I feel stupid. Little bit, I feel stupid. You know why? Because I feel exactly like a Eurovision artist. When they always perform in their native language, but once they're like, okay, now it's time to push my career forward. I've done everything. I've done everything in my native language. It's time for English now. And I'm gonna translate it. You can't imagine. Wow, I'm gonna beat the whole world with that. I'll translate my Russian song into English. Of course it's risk. Of course it's risk. Because when I translate it, it can sound exactly like an original song where we stole the music in the beginning. But you know what, my friend? I'm not afraid at all. That's gonna be three things same time, one shot, you know? That's gonna be shitty lyrics, bad voice, and also my horrible fucking accent. Can you imagine that? Well, actually, I understand that it's very difficult times right now. We are very divided. The whole world is very divided. And we are Russians. That's simple. We are too Western for the East and too Eastern for the West. That's our problem for all the years. I always feel that when we, with my friends, go Europe, my friends, they don't speak English at all. Nothing. They always send me to negotiate. They was like, Zheny, they want something from us. Go and find out. Can you explain them why we are drunk and why we are fighting? Because we don't know. And you go there and feel so... you always feel stupid when you go there and try to explain them. You're like, I'm so sorry, excuse me, dear Europeans. I'm sorry, apologize for me and for my friends. We're first time in civilized place. We just don't know how to do. I'm so sorry. We are from Bulgaria. And try to stay patriotic. But there are some great changes in the world, huh? For example, in every American movie, they showed us that there should be one gay actor, one black actor, one Asian actor, which is good. Why not? The problem is that in Russian movies, sometimes we don't have any actors. We're just like, we just want an actor. We don't care if he's black or gay. We just want an actor, come on. But there are some great Russian movies, huh? Especially old style, like Andrei Tarkovsky's movies, huh? But they can insult you. His movies can insult you intellectually. Andrei Tarkovsky's movies is like a guy sitting in a room, looking at you straight in your eyes, smoking cigarette, like, you're never gonna get it. Unfortunately, you're never gonna get it. I want to tell you a story, but what's the reason for that? You look at me and you don't understand what the story is about. Then what's the reason? You think I'm smoking cigarette? What if I'll tell you if there is no cigarette? And also, what if I tell you that was not a cigarette? That was Jesus Christ. But you're never gonna get it anyway. But also, guys, there are good changes, for example, in the questions of fighting racism. Because racism is horrible. I'm not agreeing with that shit. I probably leave. Yeah, I gotta call my friend. Hello? Do you remember we're visiting classes of performance? Yes, and I missed them. Yeah. I got. Hello, FSB. You know what's going on in the center of Moscow? You know what happened? He's making jokes. It's not funny. It's not fun. Jokes is not funny. What is that? That's dangerous. And we're, it's only 3.5 kilometers to Lubyanka. What's going on? Okay, clap, please. Yeah. And There are some great changes. For example, fighting racism, right? Because racism is horrible. But I saw a real example of racism myself recently. Recently, I was in Dubai. That was my work trip because I'm a prostitute. And I was there with my girlfriend, and we were just, just walking there, and it was so hot outside, and we saw a wonderful ice cream place, just amazing, and a bunch of people, and they all were around, Middle East type of people, and we were only two, like, Europeans. And the owner of the place, he starts screaming like, "Oh, I'm out of ice cream for today. Come tomorrow. Everybody, come tomorrow. No more ice cream for today." And then he stopped, he saw us, he's like, "But you, whites, you can come. Whites, you can come. Whites, you can come first. Whites." And I said, I'm not an expert, but that sounds like a racist statement. He just calls us based on the color of our skin. Which is strange. No? I took banana and vanilla. That's wonderful flavor of white privilege. Yeah, I tried it. I tried white privilege for the first time in my life because I live in Russia. Russia is like special park for all white people on the planet. You can visit Russia and feel how it is to live with no white privileges at all. Because we hate everybody, right? Discrimination is just a way of communication in Russia. We also used to have slaves. That's crazy. Also Russians. We're like, stop, it's strange. He's Slavic, he's Slavic, we're Slavic. No. We're Slavic, he's Slavic, okay? That's how it works, okay? Because, black people in the United States, they fight for equal rights. We're in Russia sometimes fights just to know what is rights. Like, rights is okay, but if all those new rights will make me gay, I don't need it. Rights. No, I'm not. I'm educated. I can understand rights. I can read. But what is it? And speaking about race, I also found out that that a special organization of colored people in the United States, they decided that Slavic people are not white anymore. Okay, Slavic people are people of color, but what color? And we have to protect our culture, Slavic culture. Our examples of our culture, for example, is drunk driving, right? Because when you're drunk and you drive a car, that's only great if you're in a Slavic country. Because if you're German and you're just drunk and you drive, you're stupid, okay? That's dangerous for you and for everybody else. But if you're in a Slavic country and you're drunk and you drive, you got the big balls. What a man, great man. Unfortunately, you crashed last night, but you were the best police officer in our town. Great one. Yeah, but maybe they decided that we are not white just because of our accent, right? Because our accent is something, I gotta tell you. I experienced that myself. I was a student in college in Canada, and I had a friend, Ricky Rocco, which sounds like a stupid name. Oh, you came back. Look at this guy. Thank you. Make your police calls. Okay, let's just wait for a second because we don't need this on our VHS cameras. You good? Okay, special rules only for you, for that guy. Yeah, keep going. Clap again. Wonderful. Okay. When I was a student in college in Canada, I had a friend, Ricky Rocco, Italian-Canadian guy. And yeah. You Italian or Canadian? Or a guy. Yeah, guys, come on. He came to me and he's like, Zheng, I've got neighbor and he's just don't respect me actually. He's a kid, he's 25. We were 22. Okay. He's like, we should, pay him a visit tomorrow. let's go with me. I'll take my baseball bat just to show him that we're serious. I'll take my baseball bat, and you, Zheng, take your scary Russian accent. And I said, I've got it always with me, my friend. Right? Because that's scary, that sounds dangerous, and even once, Russian language and my Russian accent saved my life. I was in New York City 10 years ago. Wow, I was so excited, and I decided took a walk in Brooklyn, because I thought Brooklyn is safe, because I know Jay-Z. And I was walking there, and I saw a guy standing on the corner barefoot with no shoes. And that's the scariest thing you can see. A guy in a big city with no shoes, that means he got nothing to lose. He already lost his freaking shoes. And he was like, where you from, bitch? I'm not gonna tell you what skin color he has. You can imagine yourself. Oh, you're racist. You're like, where you from, bitch? And that was pretty scary. But my reaction in my head, first reaction was, wow, that's my first American conversation. And I said, Tomsk. This is the name of the town where I was studying in the university, which is kind of stupid because people live in Moscow, like Tomsk. Funny, you made it up. I said, Tomsk. And he reacts like, what? I said, where you from, bitch? And I said, Tomsk. And he said, okay. You say you from Bronx, bitch? And I understood. I never faced that example in my textbooks of English lessons in real life. Is it your ball? This is my ball. Let's play. Okay. This is my mother. This is your mother. We're gonna be friends. That's, I know. Are you from Bronx, bitch? No, never. And, okay, all difficult words in my head, in a second, just said, bye-bye, brother, call me when you have time, but we're gonna go. You should laugh with those guys. And those guys are simple words I left with in my head. They like, mother, father, please, stop, police, home, sweet home. All words I know. And Tomsk, of course. And I saw he was already pretty close. He came closer to me. And I lost my English American accent imitation. I came back to the basics, which is pretty scary, even for that big guy. And I said, please, don't come, please, home, уйди, пожалуйста! I closed my eyes, and he ran away. But he took my shoes anyway. Yeah. But you know, guys, if the problem is accent, that means the Scottish people are also not white. The only once in my life I spoke with one Scottish person, and maybe that's my problem, but I just couldn't understand a word. Okay, I hope your motorbike is okay, brother. Oh. Yeah, I think the whole world is separated, and this separation line is R sound. You know, because that's big difference in languages. R sound. It's could be very tender, like in the United States of America, in Canada, Great Britain, France. Okay, and here, Croatia, Russia, Scotland, Latin America. If you hate America more, or become really stronger. And on that separation line stands one Chinese guy. You're like, we don't have it. We don't have it. You fight, I'll be very, very rich. Yeah. I know that because I got Chinese friend Xiao Po, but I call him Azamat. Yeah. A cool guy. And in French language, I love French language, but French language is sometimes is very tender, and our sound sometimes sounds crazy. When like a Russian guy who tried oyster for the first time. Okay, now stop. Now that is a love language. Okay. Yeah, and all languages are wonderful. I mean, knowing languages is great. Knowing Russian language is amazing because when you know Russian, you can understand some Slavic languages, right? Some of them. You probably don't even understand what's the name of that language, but if you hear something similar, like a guy who falling from the stairs, you're like, okay, I don't know where you're from, but I'll bet you eat soup every day, huh? I know that. I live with Macedonians. I participated in a program Work and Travel. Yeah, in my case, that was work and shut up and work and shut the fuck up about travel, man. Work program. And yeah, I was in Delaware and I live in the house with two Macedonians, Borche and Alex. And great guys. They spoke Macedonian with me. I spoke Russian back. That's how we created Bosnian language. And the owner of the house, Bob, he was a surfer. Cool guy, very relaxed. So relaxed, he once came to me and like, hey, Zheng, are you surfing in your hometown? In Ust-Kamenogorsk? Yeah, you hear how that sounds. Ust-Kamenogorsk, like California, the same. Of course I'm surfing. But I mean, diving takes a lot of time too. But yeah, and after that he's like, that's so great, you guys from one country. I said, no, I'm from Russia, actually from Kazakhstan, but they're from Macedonia. No, you all Europeans, you're from Europe. That's great for you. You can speak your European language, like whatever is, not English, okay? And I'm like, oh my God, for that American guy, we all Europeans are the same, right? But we are so different, especially Western and Eastern Europeans. I can make it. You want to see a great impression on Western Europeans? You want to see? You want to see? Yeah. Okay, impression on Western Europeans. Ooh, plastic. Thank you. That's so difficult for us to understand because for Eastern Europeans it's different. For Eastern Europeans it's like, plastic is very good. You can use it many times. It's really got a lot of colors. And also, why it's good? Because it can kill a lot of animals. It can kill also fish and little animals. You can throw it in the air and kill some birds even. Yeah, but we got some common things, a lot of common things, all Slavic people. We got common traditions, like Ded Moroz, for example. Yeah, that's for every Slavic nation. Like Ded Moroz is here in Russia. Ded Moroz, that's in Ukraine. If you go west, name a little bit changing. So it's Ded Moroz, Ded Moroz, Ded Moroz, Ded Mraz. And if you go west, Ded Mraz, 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 Suka, Mraz, 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 Suka. Yeah. We hate him in Croatia. Yeah, and Ded Mraz, he's not like Santa Claus. Santa Claus is a very kind old man. Like, I brought some gifts. Happy holidays. Drinking Coca-Cola. Great. I love everybody. Like, we love you. Now, Ded Mraz is not like that. Ded Mraz, just a guy with his sub-zero superpower, and he can kill you if he wants. He can freeze you. Yeah, and there's an old pagan tradition with Ded Mraz, you know? That in the old days, Slavic people believed that he was a symbol of winter. He lived in the forest, and they took a poor virgin girl from the village and put her in the forest to die so the winter is gonna be okay. This poor virgin girl from a village to die. Oh my God, I can't imagine that. Oh shit. They took Natasha? Don't ask me a question, guys, but that's gonna be a really bad winter. Yeah, but I was thinking, what is... Oh, you got this, right, okay. I was thinking, what are the common things for all Slavic nations? And I found out two things. Bad economy and bad English. And what if those two things are connected, huh? What if every year European Union be like, hey Montenegro, how you doing? I came again to check, are you still alive? Great. We want to help you, Montenegro, so we're gonna send you some donations from European Union, but you have to fix your prices and put your taxes low. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yes, I'm Montenegro. And my favorite color is blue. That's weird, but okay, I'll try to come tomorrow, so please try not to die, okay? That would be great. See you, Montenegro. Bye, you bye. Bosnia, wake up, Bosnia. He's gone. Bosnia, wake up, you're still sleeping. Yes, dreaming about great Yugoslavia again. Okay. He's gone. You heard what he said? He asked me some question, but I tricked him. It's not blue. Of course it's green, like a green card, you know? We got a really shitty English. I mean, we are. Me, you, all Slavic world. Yes, we have to accept that. Because have you ever tried to practice English among Russians being Russian in Russia? I mean, not like today, but in real life. That's the worst experience you can get. First of all, half of your friends always, you're like, can we practice English together? Half of your friends goes, oh no, I had German at school. You're like, okay, so that means you know German. Oh no, of course not. Of course not. No, that only means that I don't know two languages. Yes, I know my limits. But sometimes you can find your friend with whom you can practice your English and Russian, but that's always, you feel like a spy. You actually feel like a gay spy. Yes, you know why? Because you're like, today? No, I told you I want to try. But like today? But what people said? No, maybe next day, maybe only in very quiet place, okay? Where we go? To your place? In cafe? You crazy? No. Where we go? To your place? To my place? Where there's nobody else? Maybe we'll sit just and watch some video where people doing that, and we just start. No. You want to start? Like who start? You start? Me start? Who start? You miss? You? Who start? You? Me? How? Together? No. I can't start together. You start. I watch. No, that's bad. Okay. Can we start like together? Who start? Okay, you start. Yeah, me start. Hello. My name is Michael. No, Misha, it's not good. Misha, I can do it with you. I can do it only with Svetlana Gennadievna and Tatiana Anatolievna. I can. That's just not right. All my life, I've been looking for speaking practice. All my life. And the most difficult period was, of course, in Ust-Kamenogorsk in Kazakhstan. Because everybody spoke fucking French everywhere. Yeah, but once I found English-speaking club with a British guy and one American guy. And I was like 15, and they invited me in that club to, just to practice English and probably to rape me. But I was thinking, okay, if that is a price, that is a price. But fair enough. That was a British, very intelligent guy, Michael, and he brought some candies. And he's like, would you like to have some candies? Would you like? And I said, yes. And he said, no. If you want to have something out of something, you should say, yes, I would like to have something. Yes, I would like to have something. That's how the proper English sounds like, okay? Yes, I would like to have some, okay? I would like to have some. Yes, I'll try to remember, Michael. That's what you British people said when you robbed all world cultures in the world and put in your freaking British museum, right? Oh, India, I would like to have some. And Africa, I would like to have some too. And China, excuse me, I would like to have some too. And put in the Great British Museum. Yeah. On my wonderful island, I can hate this word. And he said, now you see how Sam will respond to me on that same question. Sam, would you like to have some? Look, would you like? And Sam, American guy, responded, fuck me, why not? And just grabbed. Whoa! I like American accent more. All my life I've been looking for English speaking practice. Once I even imitated English Fonko in the bus in Ust-Kamenogorsk. Yeah, I was in the bus and I saw an American guy in the bus in Ust-Kamenogorsk. Okay, how I understood he was American. He was in the bus, smiling. Like, yeah, he's American. I mean, who else? And I just called to my friend Adlet, and I called him, and Stas speaks English just to imitate a conversation in English. Of course he was shocked. He was like, qu'est-ce que c'est, pourquoi vous parlez anglais? But I'm like, hey, what are you doing? What's plans for today? La la la. And when I stopped speaking, he was a real American guy, by the way. He stood up, came to me, and was like, sorry, bro, you just spoke English here? And I said, yeah. And he said, well, that's weird. I just left the bus. That was the smallest small talk in the world. Yeah. By the way, Russians can't do small talks at all. All our small talks are aggressive. Yeah, even if you live in Canada, in States for a while, you just can't do it. You always go like, what are you doing here? Who are you? Why are you standing here? What are you watching at? Why are you watching that? What are you watching? Who? Who are you? You'll be my new friend. I'm looking for a friend. Yes, this is a small talk. Yes, this is not aggressive. Why I'm not smiling? Because I've got limits of smiles. It's, I wanna keep some for future, for my life. Yes, there's a small talk conversation. I mean, all my English is small, is little. I don't have a lot of words. All my conversation is little, okay? So, yes, you'll be my friend, I'll be watching you. Okay, new friend. But I had a vast small talk experience. That was also in a bus, but in Canada. I mean, I like buses. And I was sitting in the bus, and a guy, a local guy, sit close to me. We were right like a couple minutes, and he turned to me and said, hey, do you like eggs? Excuse me? Do you like eggs? Just chicken eggs. Just chicken eggs. Do you like chicken eggs? I said, well, I like eggs, but I don't like cocks if you go that way. And, just chicken boiled eggs. Do you like them? My mom never asked me that question. She just cooked them. And I said, yes. And he was like shocked. He was like, oh, for real? You know what's funny? I just woke up today and I was like, oh my God, I would like to have some boiled chicken eggs. And they cooked them, and now we're traveling together, going one direction. But now that is my bus stop, so see you next time, brother. And left the bus. That was so professional. I mean, 7 years gone, and I'm still thinking about him. Where he lives, what he doing. I don't want to meet my ex-girlfriend, but I want to meet my ex-friend, you know what I'm saying? I tried the same conversation in Moscow. They called police immediately. Yes. But when I just came to Canada, I was thinking, yeah, I need a local friend just to have a practice of English, so it's gonna be great. And I found Chris, great guy. We studied together in college, and he's like, would you like to tell me some story about you? That you first Russian guy I've met, so tell me some story. I'm not a big fan of rock music, but I visited Scorpions band concert once, and I wanted just to share that story with Chris. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna tell this story, great story about Scorpions. But I don't know why, I was nervous and shocked and excited. So in my head, English language turns in Tetris game. When all figures are just grammar constructions. And the level is pro, very fast. Okay, Chris, Scorpions band, Scorpions. I had been visiting. Chris, from very beginning, forget everything. I was sorry from the beginning. And Chris, he was just fantastic listener. He was just, yeah. Keep going. Yeah. I understand you. Yes. Great story. Thank you. Oh my God, Canadians are the most polite people on the planet. And in just a few minutes, when he left, the principal of the college called me. He said, Zheng, can you come just as fast as you can? And I saw him, and he said, Zheng, do you know that you're not allowed to bring alive scorpions in the college? And I said, I mean, I don't like scorpions, I like eggs. What the hell is the... And I came back to the class, and I was so alone. And there was an economy class, and the prof of the economy asked everybody to sit in a circle and raise a hand, each person, and said, what area of economy do you prefer? What do you like? And one guy, he raised his hand and said, I like global economy. He said, great. One guy raised his hand and said, I like economy of firm. He said, wonderful. And one guy, he raised his hand and said, I like wolves. And people starts giggling like, what? He said, excuse me, wolves? He said, yes, because wolves are very strong and independent. That was a guy from Pakistan, Mohammed. Everybody starts laughing and you know, giggling except me. Because I understood. Now that is my new best friend. Because wolves are great, if you didn't know that. He also likes wolves, and we were visiting swimming pool together. Yeah, I teach him how to swim, he teach me how to hate Indians. And we were just best friend in a moment, but our English, me and him, we can't communicate in English because we had a really shitty English. When I said Moscow, he said, no, I don't have mask. I said, no, Mohammed, I said, Moscow? He said, yeah, I'm Muslim. Yeah, and for the whole world, we also got one message. That's my personal message to the whole world. Yeah, Slavic people can be dangerous sometimes, can sound dangerous, right? Can act dangerous, but we are not actually dangerous. We just like kids, right? We just being shy. We speak pretty bad English just because we are shy, right? If we know a little bit of English, we are shy. If we don't know English at all, we're not shy at all, right? We just travel around the world like, yeah. Okay, you know some articles, what else? But if we know a little, we are shy. And I know that my personal experience, when the first time in my life in Canada, I was alone and I tried to buy a bus ticket on the station. Bus again. And I came there and I'm like, hello, can I have, please, double ticket to Toronto, please. And the guy in the bus station, he said, hey, excuse me, we're just selling tickets here. And what language I've been learning for all my life? Huh? What was that? Why? A ticket to Toronto, please. He said, I'm just, can you please speak English? I just don't understand. Ticket to Toronto. Double ticket to Toronto. I felt like a lost Japanese. Toronto, itadakimasu rakira. Itadakima. Toronto. Isorakira. Toronto. Well, then he just stopped. Oh, hold a second. You said Toronto? Oh, okay. You want a double ticket to Toronto? Yes, but I see it's Toronto. I see how it write it down. Why Toronto? No. Double ticket to Toronto, please. And also, for next week, can I have double ticket to Montreal, please? And yeah, no problem. Next week, double ticket to Montreal. That's your second fucking tea you lost. Thank you so much, guys, for your attention. You're wonderful. Thank you.
Baby, what's the rush? I can see the liquor, how it tickles at your lips. Looking for some fun. Come a little closer, let me show you how it is. Baby, what's the rush? I can see the liquor, how it tickles at your lips.